AEW Dynamite, honestly, it was good show tonight. So, this was not too bad, so the show tonight. This is not too bad anyway. So, this was a good entertain of about AEW tonight. So, if you want to subscribe in this channel and you want to subscribe this channel, so we get one membership and my love application that's my screen below for any experiences on my below on my screen. So I got new videos every single week onto the top below. So this might be good to YouTube content after each videos I have done for about every week. So I've been doing this I've been posting lots of videos all weekend. I mean a couple of videos like through Monday, Wednesday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday and Friday. So it might be about 5 days I've been posting this video every single week. So it's been 5 days. Every day I'll do some more like wrestling news, I've been doing like wrestling content. And let's see, and subscribe in this channel. So this was a best for that, I think. So it might be really good of tonight's of AEW Dynamite. So I'll go with AEW Dynamite tonight. I'll go with I'll say 8. I'll say 8 without a 9. This was a good show tonight. So let's go break down of tonight's of AEW Dynamite is right here. So let's go live right here. So we have a match. We got the Cowboy of Heyman and Adam Page. We take on Wheeler Yuta. That one-on-one match. And speaking of Heyman and Adam Page, he made it clear he was going to make Wheeler Yuta the pay for what Adam upset the Dead Raiders did to Colt Cabana on inclusion from last week. So this was a while Wheeler Yuta started this strong. He wasn't overwhelmed by the Cowboy after who said the win with the box shot onto the apron into the ropes. After he tweeted to hang him with a thing, anybody stopped short was turning to bleeding up Wheeler Yuta's head. Instead of that, after the Dead Raiders did not care enough to save him. So instead of this could have gone longer, more of a squash than the most. AEW Dynamite matches is not a kind of like mass costume. But the goal was complex. Instead of Heyman destroyed Wheeler Yuta was leaving him a bloody mess on his head. Into any fight, Wheeler Yuta had no sense of winning. After it looks like after once more in a glimmer of a hope, Elsa has arrived for Wheeler Yuta against the Cowboy to conference him to the break away after from the Dead Raiders and went into of cope with the same task. I think it feels like into the death rattles without the gold could really fall apart between this. I think apart a piece by piece, turning Hood against his own mentors. This is real. Cody is survives has a strong blow to the stable who into have never on Hood for causes to in the fights. In the middle of this match, the Cowboy, Heyman, and Page. So speaking of MCF at backstage, so he listened to interview of Renee Paquette, this opening interview, into with Heyman to try and was glad saving into a title match. Into a Hood attack, the Cowboy during his entrance, and so came out. So this was really in the attendance with the Sock fans. Fans in honor of Salt Week. Hood was breathing heavy. This was out of the match and thinking concerning his fail at what Heyman almost did to him. I just said a crowd wanted Hood in to solve no matter how scared he wasn't, including he to solve it of this sense. So we have a tag team mental tournament. So we got FTR, we take on Seth Speed. So after an incredible back and forth between these teams, Dax Howard stacked up of Kevin Knight. He was grabbed to Stargate halfway. So he has the crosses on his one leg for the rest of the 3 count into of afterward. Tony Schiavone just interviewed and just answered a Stargate halfway until it was Adam Cope has arrived. So Radio Superstar is announced a business deal with the whole syndicate. I knew who could do what he wanted to do to FTR. So this was surprising, just last minute, and this is to set a Dynamite main card, and this was a Boston threat from All Evolved, a Speedball, Mike Bailey. I didn't set a continue to a level of every time out. Into of Cass Wheeler and Dax Howard, and they have been in peak from since Tony Hilton helping Seth Speed. It wasn't look great. This was a lot never losing the spoils of Edge has an opponent team. So into of all assigned support to FTR into of winning this tournament to silence of the whole syndicate, but AEW is keeping the reminding of teams in this tournament a mystery. So into it is impossible that AEW may to delay that tag match by setting the post match the ball has. So into which the story is already burning for Bobby Lashley and Cynthia Busman against FTR to bottom at any time. So this was announcing the World Tag Team Championship Adventure Tournament on the same night as the fourth round was a big surprise move and not just typical of AEW, the process style. So it is that the 8 teams are not confirmed yet. I just a time in AEW has pivotal doesn't from in Japan and CMLL to make for a great series of matches. So in the winner of this match, FTR won the match. So speaking of Skyball announced a World Tag Team Championship Adventure Tournament was starting tonight to crown the title to the dinosaurs for AEW for being Joel. Into of Dax Hall caught Kevin Knight in a figure 4 late lock around the steel post. It was Speedball. My baby is safe. His followed by this was by Dax Howard with the kicks. His Speedball got Dax Howard up for a high leaping drop kick from Kevin Knight when it near fall, but until Casquedo saved the pan. So into a cope, the Tigers spill, Stocky Harvey again, but into a big Stocky and pulls a security guard into the way instead from I say about last week. So into a late rain it was announced that the monthly won't start a messages question to documents on AJ on the cruising showing what they could do when. Speaking of backstage with MCF has a question to hold Sensei. So I was hoping Cope and was got in on last week was Noah's. And just the Almighty wanted to sort of set it off out of the group. So into a Bobby Lashley was sold on MCF into a locker this locker room into Bobby Lashley had to sort him out. So speaking of Will Ospreay has announced his neck injury steps to return by AEW Forbidden Door until August 24th. He said, speaking of Tony Schiavone's interview of Will Ospreay, is the way who announced that he found out after All In that he had a multiple under his disc on his neck. Also how Errol discussing said issues with doctors, and he was advised that he will be back in time of his Harry Bite Forbidden Door that was looking to bring the fight to the Riddles and into this judgment with Phil for Point has force. So into a spokily after recent injury announcements in wrestling. So into it was good news to hear that into of Ospreay will only be out for all months with the hope of a treatment. So this was of multiple 100 disc is a scary injury, and this was spokily for a wrestler that takes a big bumps on his neck due to his alien style. So into it because it is it saw Tom easily into a Osprey was able to sift this into a story. He wasn't focused with his final words about the dead Reynolds. It was normally having a moment where a fans will instantly await his return very, very soon. So, speaking of Sir Moxley, he called his shot at him and Adam Page. So, instead of the promising to attach him by the end of the night, instead of Osprey, instead of that, Tony Khan did not even accept him to be at the show tonight. So, instead of taking a big surprise to a flight to speak on his injury, instead of sports station came out to hug to Osprey, at the end of Sony Hart and make his figure package. So Sony Hart scalpel in Suspicious Toxic Tangle with a massive warning that they will be taking over of AEW. Speaking of, when Nightingale responded to the opponent with a silent Suspicious Toxic Tangle, and two of Ricochet and his COA advised that until they will do $2,000 in one from last week into wrestling of 1,000 gold. So, in next match, we got Simonson and Mental. So, we got Topless Tony Storm goes one-on-one against Buddy Starks. Buddy Starks nearly caught Topless Tony Storm up multiple times in this match, but Anderson Sabin caught hold with a core face into a second ring to force a submission hold. Also afterward, Buddy Starks blasted Storm with her Women's World Championship into a freedom beat her down, but hasn't she prepared to sign the championship contract. Into of Alex Winslow arrived to make the save. Buddy Starks and Storm have chemistry to sponsor highlights how nothing this match for the Topless one so big for Athena into a while never losing for a 12. Into it was a fun way to highlight that Buddy Starks is here to stay on AJ on television and continuing to live in these big matches. Until a Storm need to win, here has no one is more to protect in championship and mental matches. And just the post match began with it was a nice tease, and it was even whenever it is too early for Athena to get her title shot. I just opposed match, but Alex Winslow in a big spot right away. He was hoping out the top women in AEW. It wasn't having her always women's championship match on inclusion this Saturday. Alex Winslow looked like a star in the elite of two of her AEW in Sony. And the winner of this match, the Topless Tony Storm. So, it was before the match backstage, it was Athena was worrying about Brody Starks. Nature of that goal was to do of James not win. Nature of Fina, it was a match from the balcony, receiving up a great shot into objects of the match. So, into a will see in Brody Starks' model a gale over a falling storm. Nature of Fina seal on Brody Starks has seen hits and kidnapped and briefly busted to on Storm, but was not happy when Athena, in many of almost got a sweet off of it. So, a next match got Sports Strickland goes one-on-one against Satlusador, his kill. Into a Sports Strickland and found a way to counter eats to a big office weapon in his kill to playbook has a mingle to prepare to seal to the win. Into a list also in sauce Alexander attack to cause the Atticus match. Into a Brody King in my deal has arrived to send an old packing of gases of color news extracted to a brass of Sports Strickland with a seal, but Yankees Amingo fought back and sent him running. So, Yankees this was a good match that could be a great down a line. After some of the squashed down to stress out of this match, Yankees will unlike after what anyone else brings to the ring. Nature of that is probably a testament to how in quality his skill has a thousand wrestler in 2025. Nature but Swastigling also clicked with after his style a way of DQ to and protested about man to some. This was astounding, but Swastigling was corely to this was complacent has a threat to all of the John Kai's family. So I mean this would be one of the biggest matches for AEW for Benny Door before that match through. So Waymaker would need to make a statement as was supporters of Sports Strickland to heat this rivalry up to next a level and lows. So in the middle of this match is Sports Strickland. So speaking of John Callis made clear on commentary, also that he respected us for Strickland, but he felt he was out of matches entitled by his skill. Until of Sports Strickland began it to bunk up after a quick kick out, his skill hurt his hand and trying to punch Amingo. After of his skill went for a castle, but so was taken for to bought sleeper hold, constant miss, and Johnson a move was into in the arm barn. So here's the main event. So speaking of MCF reviews to fight Mark Briscoe, and Mark Briscoe will take on Career Category. So also after the audio in discussions between MCF and Bobby Lashley started off. This was the clue that he did not need the Almighty to get back his aged Miz World Championship. Instead of Mark Briscoe to interrupt the son's assault started off. Instead of MCF, he was refused and made it clear that Mark was not worth his time. And didn't like his late brother or say Briscoe, and Mark Briscoe ran and the MCF was off ahead of his match. Instead of Corey category went down and Mark Briscoe throughout the bottle, but it just extracting the payment from Darby Allin turned to the tide to Mark Briscoe missing to catch him with a roll-up for 3. Instead of some Moxley lead a beatdown on Mark Briscoe before also calling out Heyman Adam Page said Cowboy was out and declared he will fight Moxley from next week for the world title with everyone being from the ringside. So instead of MCF, Leslie digs at Mark Briscoe. This was Cody to complicit the gold in your rivalry. This is a story meant to pass it on Mark Briscoe has a penalty top guy. So instead of small to a race of underdog babyface, he was like a mankind of past years, and this story could lead in Mark Briscoe also way to set the top championship in AEW. Instead of hopefully that is the plan for the story, instead of because in other ways it will just be very too distracted of himself until he goes out of Heyman Adam Page, I think. So, and this was a good point of timing for the main event. I wasn't even whenever it was only totally the main event for the aftermath. Instead of Mark Briscoe looked good, has a scabby underdog of a while of Corey category was the limited force that he could barely survive. He picked up a nice win to prove of MCF statement or incorrect. So instead of ending the show and with a world title match, announcement was a formal hook spoken after a week with a card for a bit towing Ghetto. After was spoken empty because the Cowboy walked in and out without fail. After he clearly encompassed that he knew he had the power and did not fall into any of somebody's play his number of games. So into next week there was a title match. It's pretty much to be must watch. And the winner of this match is Mark Briscoe won the match. After for his last entrance of Corey category, causing himself to underneath and under host halfway up the stairs to set the area settings. I also want to Darby Allin did appeal into the crowd. He tends to only look Watson said that Reynolds closely for the best opportunity to strike when he is needed. Engine of Moxley so a small bit of indication at the end of the show to where the hood was. Moxley's head was banged up after the opener. It was an overall show. And this was a soul body block suggested of Dynamite, but causing it less. It wasn't aiming for, so then set stress going into All In. I didn't possible only FTR, which I got said speed. So it was a true and so still a small second against his skill. Andy was also a standout, but it felt like a preview. Andy where Needed Man was going all out. The stories to the looping post All In, all forcing of MCF got all that he wanted only to wasn't to lose it all due to his own ego. So he was not clicking with the whole Kate. Instead of Heyman and Pace was refused to so in set a face of such a Wales. It looks to only put some Moxley behind him next week. So instead of feeling is constant and most overwhelming threat to topless Tony Stone, but she cannot quote and figure out how to take her shot. And just to avoid tag team championship, men's tournament is an exciting wrinkle settings set a stage for a real composite silence to the whole Kate calm a forbidden door. Into All In, all these are big stories, but the view of the night was that is a thought it. This was awesome. That makes the AEW positive sign. So this was, I think it was good. The show tonight. So this was good show tonight. I just love it. So let's go my YouTube community poll for the night. So give me 1 minute. Let me take my notes here. So give me 1 minute here, guys. So we got 2% liked it, 2% is alright, and 100% didn't like it. Ouch. So we got 2% liked it, we got 2% is alright, and 2% didn't like it. So I think it was a good show tonight for Dynamite, I think. I think. So we all to celebrate history with a reversal of TNA pay-per-view gear from Serbian tees to news invisible. This limit to on your collections won't last. So on TNA merchandise.com. So, speaking of, so let me see here in a quick minute, guys. I have followed my notes from next week. So I've been heard about in this object this story just in WWE. I didn't close to the host said that she attached to WWE to interested in a referee as it's a trial was then improved. So I heard the news from I say last night I think. So I heard this news last night. I heard that about Little Vice. No, no, Little Horse, stuff like that. Um, so months, month, so months, so this was must say my name. Subscribe soon. So like in instead of I was a pack with stories like facing Tony Story up with a minute deep of dives in favorite matches and highlights. And when I'm coming to listen to your inbox. So the city was been tweeting this out a while ago, I think. So after this, a 3-year package of Stone Heart and Sky Blue in Tangle are calling receives a Tangle of Madness. So this was a 3-year package of tonight's Dynamite. Here's Brock Lesnar. So we haven't seen him since back then, since I say back in May, I think, or soon, or July, I think. I don't know. So let me show you guys on the screen here a quick minute. And I also bought Lesnar on the screen here on my Twitter a while ago. So let me see a pop the screen here in a quick minute. And how you show you guys something. So that's Brock Lesnar right there. So that's him with other guy. I think. So we haven't seen him since back in May. I think. So let me see here my follow my notes. So let me see here. So I say about last year's end. So I'm gonna say into 2023. So it's like a year or so. When Brock Lesnar gets Cody Rhodes, we haven't seen him since. I think. So we have the AEW World Championship tournament is on the screen here. I had to show you guys a quick minute. So maybe on Sunday, August 24th, be on AEW Forbidden Door. So here's a tournament this is from tonight's and from this Saturday. So FTR1 right there and they beat say speed. So we have 3 more qualified matches sometime into this Saturday also and next week. Let me see. my notes. So I've been hearing about Buddy Ray has been last match against the Hardy Boys. So he said about he wants to talk to you guys again on Friday morning on Boston Open Radio. This morning. I haven't seen it on Boston Open Radio. That's what he said he would do last night on Tuesday. So he would give his last match from against the Hardy Boys and Teammate Bound for Glory pay-per-view. So that's coming up soon. So let me see what day is Teammate Bound for Glory. I had to find this pay-per-view here. So let me see here. I'm going to my Graceful. So give me 1 second here, guys. So here's the Teammate upcoming pay-per-views of Teammate events. So we're done with Teammate St. Lucie already from I'll say last Sunday, yesterday I think. So Teammate tapings in Impact date on July 24th. So the next one we have in August 15th, we have Teammate and Grace. That's coming up. We got Teammate TV tapings. We'll be at Amy and Bonamo, Missouri. We got Teammate Victory Road. We'll be on September 26th. So we have Bound for Glory be on October 12th. So it's making slow, I think. So I've been hearing a new game has announced already. Says added to the game of 2K25 has announced already. So that we have the DLC pack for this pack is announced today. So we got Penta, Nakio, we got KS bottle of like prime bottle. So here's Wardlow. He's been posting his video about his workout fails. I think he posted this tweet. I think is in the Hot Wheel. So we saw Paul Heyman a while ago on the video a while ago, a few months. So we might see him into SummerSlam. I think. So we're going to have the fourth arrow and a 2-pack will be Sabu and Soy Sada from the CCW for the match. So he passed away. So that means there's no match of him. I think. So We lost our two lessons too. So it was the best, I think. Instead of MCFs, he said, no one will ever respect you as much as your brother Say Briscoe. Until Mark Briscoe went down into the ring, he needed to tell MCF to stop, saying his late brother of Say Briscoe. So I like Mark Briscoe. Last time I met him at, I say in St. Louis. Last time I met him. So I met him at Eddyville, and I met Mark Briscoe since then. I just met him too. And for me, I haven't met I met Justin Rose last time I met him. So I haven't met I say Monet, I think. So give me 1 minute. So next week we have AEW Dynamite, AEW World Champion, him and Adam Page, against Sean Moxley. Everyone is banned from the ringside. Let's join next week. Here's a SummerSlam contract point. So this is what the release. So first a contract for Son Cena and Cody Rhodes at SummerSlam that Senator is definitely not legal. So he signed it already. So this is about a fight plan. So last time I saw this, I think. So AEW is playing in one of the biggest pay-per-view of the year. It'll be AEW All Out in Atlanta on Saturday, September 20th. Tickets on sale now. So we got 2 announcement packs of my fastest content have been added to the PlayStation in Nitro Switch stores. So it's cost $19.99 on my fastest in Diamond Plus 2. So I've seen that on my game. Not expensive money, I think. So AEW has announced we have Athena waiting on Alex Winslow showing on this Saturday on AEW All Inclusive Salt Week. Let me see a couple more here. So we got Body of Wrestling of Booker T School. I've seen that of Booker T's Wrestling School. I've seen that part. I think I watched it. So we haven't heard anything since yet. I think. So it's doesn't go in California right now. So we haven't heard of this just yet. So my name's been tweeted out. The next one, see post. So here's the more announced on Let's Hit the Play CMLL. So we got Leah West, Sabine Matos, and Mike Bailey, and Diamond Sazak, and Aston Henry coming to CMLL Wrestling soon. So this Jason Cable says a new photo she took on Twitter a while ago. So last time I saw her in the Hall of Fame, I say this in I was about last year or so. Last time when I saw her since then. So I've been hearing this rumor about. So this it might be this is no because of Tony that Dwayne Johnson to Rock is to requested to return to WWE Instant Universal about Sim.net. So yes, I've been hearing this rumor about Dwayne Johnson to Rock. So he might coming back soon. So I just let you guys know there was a rumor about Dwayne Johnson to Rock might be back. I'd say on SummerSlam. I'd say night 1, I think. So let me see a couple more here. I think. So give me 1 minute, guys. So I was thinking about WWE's going to have more POEs on streaming on Peacock and Netflix too. Just thinking about that. I think. I say so okay, so we haven't heard anything just yet. Let me go back here. So NXT last night is a highest viewership back in February of this year with 743,000 votes. So this was a good thing to have. And number of ratings on TV shows of demographic, I think. So while it was on power on WWE his 6 to 8 months in Netflix the top 10. So this was good to have on Netflix. I like watching Netflix. So Netflix was good to watch on Wall and a lot of stuff I've been watching on my bucket list I haven't watched. So I watched Wall and I watched a couple more series too. So I've seen that part of that too. I think. Let me see here. So here's a new pack. WWE 2K25. So I'm gonna show you guys in a quick minute. So this was announced a while ago. Today. So we got a more WrestleMania 41 pack. We still got Aleister Black, Cody Rhodes, MC also WrestleMania pack as well. So this was announced all ago today. So that's us hard. So let me see here. So tomorrow night we have Tonight Live is tomorrow night. Live is tomorrow. We'll be at the Wyatt Center in Kingston, Rhode Island tomorrow night. Okay, so it's more. It says WWE referred to a trademark of Super Bowl versus USPTO on July 22nd. So they might bring it back soon. Have a Super Bowl of late of WCW in 2 years, I think. I watched it last night. I just seen that. All classic WCW. I watched Scott Hall matches. I seen that part last night. So WWE has announced we have an announcer switch. It's today. So you go to follows of download and you copy today of W2K25 as well. So let's be honest, I think. So let me see here. Okay, we have seen that pass. So this was a great wrestling tonight. So, it's what time it is. It's AEW Dynamite. So this was a good show. So here's for this pack. We have Penta, Simon Grace, Pinocchio, and Muzak has arrived. All starting today. And some months more. Maybe. So these stars have made it to the biggest party of the summer or more than anyone else. So we got Triple H, John Cena, The Undertaker, Randy Orton, and Edge. I think have more. So I was thinking about WCW is bringing back WWE recording for a team of Super Bowl again for this use. So we might bring it back. I think. So I can't help but they will also go to NXT. And they might be having WCW, I think they have. So WWE has seen these gimmicks in TV specials or working for AEW, I think. So it might be a new name is called NXT Super Bowl and bring back. It's this late of WCW names in use. It's called Super Bowl Saturday. So we might bring it back to NXT again. So yes, I've been hearing about this, I think. There was a former of WWE talent Katana Sands has announced she's engaged already. So I'm gonna show you guys. Let's go here a quick minute. So I can show you guys something here. So that's this was Katana Sands is now engaged. So she's announced it today. So I'm happy for Katana Sands now engaged. So this was a good thing. So I'm just happy for her. So last year I was called my WWX superstars in years. We haven't seen them since. I just called WWX superstars. It's in Team A right now. So it's like in your Hot Wheel. Kendrick Alexander. Those are my WWX superstars in years. So and they have it with jobs now in Team A or AEW, same thing. They have it with jobs. And they work so hard and they earn the opportunity, made history. Let me see here. So Boston Open Radio has announced before night one of SummerSlam Live from the parking lot of MetLife Stadium. So yes, I heard. In August 2nd too. So yes, I heard. So we'll be wrapping up right here. So thank you for watching tonight's AEW Dynamite. So we will be back here. See you guys on Friday for Friday Night SmackDown. And so much more. So we get one member, and don't forget to smash the bell. There's enough applications below on my screen. On YouTube, so we do Agapod. We got live streaming. And also the Globe by BCW, also the Globe of podcast, anything. And so much more. So we will be back here on Friday Night SmackDown starting this Friday. So have a good Wednesday. I'll see you next time. How it going, guys? So I think have a great time in wrestling. I think it's on Friday on SmackDown Live right here. So have a good one, guys. Peace.